All right, Clay, here's two versions of a kid that was working on his mechanical posture, the mechanics of his of throwing. This on the right hand side is a much more athletic position to be in. With the head over the knees and the head over the toes, and it's just a much better starting position. You'll see as he starts his mechanics. And the reason is just you want to make sure that you're putting yourself in the most powerful position to begin with. It's an easy leg raise, and as he reaches back towards second base, you'll see right there at the release, close to the release point, you'll see where the guy on the posture on the right hand side and the left hand side, you'll see the angles of their shoulders are different. You'll see that the guy's head is outside, way outside of his knee, versus more on top of his front knee. You'll see that even his glove, is closer to that vertical line on the right hand side. You think about your weight and your balance and your ability to hit the target consistently. If you can keep your head and your glove and everything closer to that center line, you're going to have much better success hitting that strike zone. And it's all about proper mechanics to hit that strike zone, and you want to repeat it over and over again. See how Roger Clemens, his mechanics, very good mechanics, coming right at the target. You see how parallel his shoulders are to the ground, pretty close. And he's stronger, he's older, his head's above the knee, and he's driving towards the target. See how that toe comes down? Same thing. You're going to have to go back and look at that video and see whether or not, your glove's in the proper position, see whether or not you're balanced. You can look like, that's how you look when you throw, when you pitch. And see how that relates back to Roger Clemens. You're not going to have someone standing behind you saying, hey, do this and do that. It's going to be up to you to do it. And whether you do it or not is going to be up to you. You see how off balance you are there and unsure yourself. And the only way to practice that is to do it over and over and over again. You can go back and look at these mechanics again and again on video, and if it does nothing but just sit there and you see how off your head was away from that center line, and it's just going to cause the ball to be off target in most cases. See this guy's motion? It's very simple, in a very easy movement. Finishes in a balanced position. He starts in a balanced position, glides towards home, tucks that glove under him. His head and his glove are really close to that center line, right above his knee. Now we also worked on hitting mechanics. So there's a lot to this video. It's just a lot to go over. And you just need to look at the video over and over again. Not 1 or 2 times, but 10 or 15 times would not hurt you between now and the time we get back together. Here's Brian Harris. See how he keeps that front shoulder down, nice and smooth through the zone. Same principle, hitting it off of a tee. You practice your tee work so that when you get to this game situation, your swing looks more like this right here. You're loading, nice and slow. And when BJ recognized the pitch right here, his front heel came down and threw the ball. Now right here he recognizes, I'll show you where he recognizes the pitch. He recognizes the pitch about 1/3 of the way there, and he's got his foot at the highest point. You can see it comes down, and then he starts to swing. And that's what you're simulating here in your tee work. You notice as your heel goes up, you breathe in, then your other knee should come right underneath you, and you should stay balanced. Now I'm going to show you here how you approach this. You breathe in, you load, you breathe in, move away from your hands, and then your hands come down short to the ball and then long through the ball. You want to stretch on out a little bit after you make contact. So you stay short to the ball and then you go long through it. See your backside kind of collapsing. When you let that back shoulder go down, your front shoulder goes up. We talked more about that afterwards, and on these swings they were much better at the end. You kept your backside up and much better balance. Much nicer swing. That's what we're looking for, Clay. Repeat those same swings over and over again. I'll see you next time, buddy.